Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. Hey, you like those Spanish, German quality type of car that they are nice to look at. They could be a little generic on the look, but it still has this its attractive side to it. Well, let's give you a proper presentation. What I got for you right now, it's a 143 scale Seat Alhambra or Alhambra, however you want to pronounce it. Now, this nice minivan, if you probably recognize, it looks like a Volkswagen Chiron because it's the brother or the sister, however you want to call it, model to the twin. Let's call it the twin. It's the twin model for the Volkswagen Chiron for Seat. So this one, it was the second and last generation of the Seat Alhambra, which it came out in 2010. In 2010, all the way down till 2020. After 2020, Seat pulled out the Alhambra model. I guess minivans already were dying out. We know minivans right now, they're not going through very good moments. They're not there's no more that craziness back from the 90s that everybody and their mothers wanted a minivan, not just the soccer moms like they call them, at least here in the states they call them the soccer moms that used to take their kids to their soccer games on the weekend in their minivan. No, before was everybody, families, people that needed more space in the car, but little by little the SUVs took over that. There were vehicles that also had space, but they were a bit more rugged. They were 4x4, four-wheel drive. So especially if in your country or the states that you live in snows or is more rugged terrain, like you may not live in a paved street, and minivans sometimes were a little lower on the ground, so they didn't have that traction that you needed it. So SUVs took that position a lot. So little by little minivans start fading away. Only a few brands carry minivans nowadays, and it's definitely not Seat because they took away the model. Basically, this one, like I said, is a 2010. Now, they'd actually produced a four-wheel drive version back in 2013, but still, it's not like you're expecting in an SUV. The SUV looks more rugged, and that's what people liked about. That's why they're so popular. They provided space and that the security that you may not get stuck everywhere you go. Engines. Let's talk about engines in this nice looking minivan. It's they had a petrol, which is gasoline in other parts of the world. It's 1.4 or a 2.0. Okay, and then you had the diesel engines. It was a 2.0 turbo diesel, or actually both of them were 2.0 turbo diesel. It just one had more horsepower than the other. So that was the diesel engines. Now all of these I'm seeing there were four cylinders. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, four-cylinder engines. So basically it was very restricted, not too many options besides a diesel and a gas engine. But I could see that it did very well with the Euro NCAP. It, it achieved a five-star overall rating, which is the highest on the group. So it was a pretty secure vehicle to be in. All right, everyone. I'm gonna let this car go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. I was looking at this car, and I have to admit, this is actually my third Seat Alhambra or Alhambra that I have filmed in my channel. Obviously, the other ones were the older models, and the one after that was the one that they refreshed the front end a little more. And I gotta admit, to me, the looks on the Seat Alhambra, it to me it got worse. I mean, worse because it's not as attractive. To me, it's a bit generic. The looks. To me, please do not take it like, for granted for everyone. It's just my opinion. I used to like the more roundingness of the Seat. Same thing with the Volkswagen Chiron. I liked it more when they came out. It was more like a bubble. It looked cute. Kind of reminded me a bit of the Toyota Previa, if you're familiar with this old school early 90s Toyota Previa, which was an, I know the looks are strange, especially the Toyota Previa, and that's what I like about cars. I like when they don't look like cookie cutters, like every other car in the road. I like cars that stand out. I don't want to just drive another generic looking car that 10 other people in 2 blocks have. That's just my simple opinion, everyone. Again. So let me know in the comments below. Did you like this looks? Were you attracted by this car? Did you find them reliable? Were they sold in your country? Were they sold in good numbers? I would love to know more about what you guys think about this car. Do you think was the minivan fandom died out because it was already time for it, or you think it should stick a little longer for families that did not want to go off roading with their car? They just needed a spacious car to travel their kids to their soccer games, like they used to say. All right, everyone. Don't forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up. I really, truly appreciate. Thank you so much. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I post more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say. And goodbye.